On January 4, 2012, a strange image was posted on the board of 4chan. At first glance, it looked unremarkable, but the anonymous poster claimed that hidden within the image was a message, and whoever could uncover it would be taking part in something much larger. The author signed the post with a simple identifier: 3301. What no one realized at the time was that this post would become the starting point of one of the most complex internet mysteries ever created. The first discovery. It didn't take long for users to begin examining the image. Within minutes, someone noticed that opening the file in a text editor revealed a block of hidden text appended to the image data. That text turned out to be a cipher. Once decoded, it directed users to yet another image. At first, it seemed like nothing more than a simple puzzle, but that assumption quickly proved wrong. By using a steganography tool known as outguess, users discovered that the image contained additional hidden information embedded beneath the surface. This new data pointed toward a subreddit. The subreddit referenced a specific book. The book, when analyzed correctly, revealed a coded message, and that message ultimately led to a phone number. The phone call. When the number was dialed, a recorded voice delivered a message: "Very good. You have done well. There are 3 prime numbers associated with the original image. 3301 is one of them. You must find the other 2. Multiply them together and add .com to reach the next step." The message ended abruptly, and with that, the puzzle continued. By the next day, the image had spread across forums, websites, and social media. A growing number of participants began collaborating, trying to solve what had quickly become a global puzzle. But there was one major problem. No one knew what the puzzle was actually for. Some believed it was nothing more than an elaborate prank. Others argued that the complexity suggested something far more serious. Before long, theories began to emerge. Some speculated that the puzzle could be tied to a secret organization, possibly even a government agency, looking to recruit highly skilled individuals in cryptography and computer science. At the time, however, these were only rumors. Eventually, users identified the remaining 2 prime numbers referenced in the recording. They were hidden within the dimensions of the original image. By multiplying those values with 3301 and converting the result into a web address, they unlocked the next step. The website they found contained very little, just a countdown timer and an image of a cicada. When the timer reached 0, the page updated. It now displayed a list of geographic coordinates. 14 locations, spread across 5 different countries. The puzzle had officially moved into the real world. Participants living near the coordinates began traveling to the specified locations. At each site, they discovered posters. Printed on them was the same cicada symbol, along with a QR code. Scanning the code led to another image. The image contained a riddle. The riddle led to a book. The book led to a website. And from there, the puzzle took a sudden turn. Only a small number of users who reached the website early were allowed to continue. Shortly after, the page was taken down, leaving behind a single message: "We want the best, not the followers." Those who advanced were given strict instructions not to share any details about the final stage. But inevitably, some information did leak. Still, much of what happened next remains unknown. And then, without warning, everything stopped. After nearly a month of silence, a final message appeared online. It announced that the puzzle had come to an end. Cicada had supposedly found the individuals they were looking for. And just like that, the entire operation disappeared. No explanation was given, no answers, only more questions. What was the purpose of the puzzle? Who was behind it? And what happened to those who reached the end? Many dismissed the entire event as a waste of time, but they were wrong, because this was only the beginning. Hidden within each clue of the original puzzle was something important: a cryptographic signature known as a PGP key. This allowed users to verify whether a message truly came from Cicada or from someone attempting to imitate them. Exactly 1 year later, a new image appeared online. Unlike the many imitations that had surfaced over the past year, this one contained a valid PGP signature. It was real. Cicada had returned. The second puzzle followed a similar pattern. Hidden messages led to books, books led to links, and step by step the trail unfolded once again. At one point, participants uncovered an audio file titled The Instar Emergence. Another clue led to a mysterious Twitter account, which then led to yet another hidden image. One of the most unusual discoveries was a strange alphabet composed of runic symbols. At the time, its purpose remained unclear, just like before the puzzle eventually expanded into the real world. This time, coordinates pointed to 8 locations across 4 countries. Posters appeared once again, and once again, only a select few made it to the next stage. But unlike the first puzzle, this one never officially ended. The trail simply went cold, and Cicada vanished. In 2014, the puzzle returned for a third time. The structure was familiar, but something had changed. This time, much of the puzzle revolved around a mysterious book known as Liber Primus, or the First Book. The book was written primarily using the same runic alphabet discovered earlier, and while some pages were successfully translated, many remained undeciphered. The content of the book was unusual. It contained philosophical ideas, cryptographic instructions, and what appeared to be fragments of a larger ideology. Some have described it as a manifesto. Others have compared it to the writings of a cult. To this day, a large portion of the book remains unsolved. After 2014 activity slowed dramatically, by 2015 many believed that solving Liber Primus was the key to continuing the puzzle. In 2016, Cicada briefly reappeared, encouraging participants to revisit the book. And then, silence. Years passed with almost no progress, and the original questions remained unanswered. So what exactly was Cicada 3301? Some believed it was an alternate reality game designed for marketing purposes. But unlike similar campaigns, there was no product, no promotion, no clear objective. Others pointed to recruitment. Governments and corporations have used puzzles before to identify talented individuals. And, in at least one leaked message, Cicada claimed to be an international group focused on privacy and security. According to these claims, the puzzle was designed to find individuals capable of contributing to privacy-focused projects. However, none of this has ever been fully verified. Some individuals have claimed to have reached the final stage of the puzzle. According to them, participants were invited to a private network where they communicated with other recruits. They were asked to work on software projects aligned with the group's ideology, but over time, interest faded. Participants left, and eventually, the network disappeared. Whether these accounts are true remains unclear. In the end, the most plausible explanation may also be the simplest: a small group of highly skilled individuals using the internet to find others like them. Not a government, not a corporation, just people, searching for intelligence in a sea of noise. But without definitive proof, the truth remains unknown. And to this day, Cicada 301 remains one of the most fascinating mysteries the internet has ever seen.